Well, good morning, my friends. What is up? It's your friend and pal Seth. My pronouns are he and they. I want to welcome you into your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. If we are keeping track of the number, and guess what we are, because that's what we do here, and it's just so gosh darn plain darn fun to do. Okay, it is day number 120, y'all. We've done 120 of these morning inspiration videos. I cannot believe that. Woo! Thank you so much for sticking with me for all these videos, y'all. Y'all are amazing. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. Oh my God, I love it. So, in addition to it being day 120 of our morning inspiration videos, it is also Thursday at the time of this recording. And y'all know, if you've been watching these videos for any amount of time, you know I like to call Thursdays Thankful Thursdays, right? So I will wish you a very, very happy Thankful Thursday. And I will also ask you, what are you thankful for today? How are you going to cultivate an attitude of gratitude for the rest of this amazing, glorious day? That's one of my questions for you for today. All right. So I hope you're doing well. You're making it the most fantastic day ever already. And if you find that you're needing just a little bit of some extra added boost of some extra motivation, I hope this video serves to do that for you today. Helps you to feel just a little bit better, maybe 1 to 3% better. Hey, y'all, let's stretch it to 4 or 5%. So there we go. All right. So there we go. So inside of this video, I'm going to be talking and speaking about what we're going to be discussing inside of our community practice that meets this morning, y'all, at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you draw your attention, that little ticker on the bottom. Join our community practice Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you, my little cutie, if you would like to join us for today, you can get with me down in the comments and let me know. You can get with me on social media and let me know. Or if you got the link to this video via an email, you can reply back to the email and say, Seth, I'd like to come to the group today, and I don't have the Zoom link. I'd say, Sacre bleu, you do not have the Zoom link? No, that will not do, honey. So I would send you that Zoom link. I will get you the hookup, and you can come to group, and we can eat, drink, and be merry and be gay. Okay, well, maybe not all that, but you know what I mean. Okay, so anyway, so what are we actually going to be doing and talking about inside a group today? So today is our creative expressions or creative expressions group. I love our creative expressions group. And the topic for today is that automatic kind of love. And I automatically just love that topic name. Just saying. Okay. So our two songs, songs for inspiration, our two songs for inspiration today are Topo Chico, Automatic Love by a group called the Fuzzy Blinkers, which oh my God, I love that name. And the song Deep Blue by William Black featuring Monica Santucci. Both really, really awesome, amazing songs, y'all. So if you get the chance to download the lyrics, if you get a chance to actually check out these songs, they are some really, really awesome songs there. All right. So I just want to let y'all know. So inside of our group for today, guess what, y'all? We have our daily affirmations. Okay, and we have 3 of them. And the great thing about these daily affirmations, y'all, is we get to read them and see how they relate to us and our own healing journey and our own recovery. And then what we have is we then have the option to actually incorporate and include our own I am affirmations as well. So I'll ask you, are there any affirmations that you use on a daily basis, especially today? You know, I'll ask you specifically about today. But are there any daily affirmations that you use on a daily basis in order to kind of help you to get through the day? If you feel comfortable, let me know in the comments. What are we going to be talking about? Y'all, we're going to be getting deep. Okay, remember how a lot of, this week and last week and everything, we're really talking about boundaries and those toxic people. Well, we're going to be doing something about those toxic people today. All right, so one of the things we're going to be talking about today is the DEEP technique. Okay. And this literally is an acronym, but it's a deep technique for actually interacting with toxic folks or individuals and with narcissists as well. Sometimes it may be one of those things where we're actually kind of forced to interact, with certain people, with certain toxic people in our lives, with narcissists, with just these manipulative people, let's just say. Okay. So one of the things we're going to be talking about is called the DEEP technique in order to help us to kind of interact with toxic folks and with narcissists as well. Along those lines as well, we're going to be talking about our perspective on toxic folks and our perspective on when we're actually able to remove those types of people from our lives. So when we are able to kind of remove those toxic people from our lives and everything, what normally happens, and I know especially this is something that has happened with me. What normally happens is I'm able to get rid of, some people, or, I'm able to get them kind of out of my orbit and everything. But then I have this kind of just image of them in my head as this villain, or this person was like, oh yeah, they were this, they were that, they weren't good for this, and they weren't good for this. They, they had all their, insecurities. They had all their thoughts about what I should do, what I should be, all of this. So all I do is I just harp on the fact that I'm villainizing, in a way, these individuals. But what if we can kind of shift our perspective on these people, and ask ourselves, instead of saying they weren't this, they weren't that, they're just ugh, is there a way to actually look at these types of people as something to actually be grateful for? Now, stay with me here. Look at the lesson that they taught us, or the blessing and everything that that person may have taught us by actually being in our lives. Could we instead say, okay, because this person was in my life, I got rid of them, but they showed me that with their actions and with their words and with their yuckiness, pretty much, they showed me what I do want in my life and what I don't want in my life. So for that, I'm going to be grateful for them. I'm going to be grateful that they showed that to me. Now, again, it's a bit of a perspective change and everything, but just always remember this, and this is something I actually learned a while ago. The word hater, there's haters. That hater can actually be an acronym. It's a person having anger towards everyone reaching success. HATERS. Having anger towards everyone reaching success. Just a little tip for you. All right. So that's another thing we're going to be talking about, our perspective on toxic people. And the other thing we're going to be talking about is acceptance of our own authenticity despite opposition from others. There again, we sometimes have these types of people in our life who say, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should be this type of person, you should be this type of person, you shouldn't dance in public, you shouldn't, any of that. And in my case, I was like, Seth, don't start dancing and shaking your ass when you're walking down the aisle at Walmart, dancing when a song is playing on the intercom thing. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay. Anyway, so again, that I'm gonna do it anyway. So acceptance. So figuring out ways to kind of accept ourselves as we are, with all these other people going, don't do this, don't do that, whatever. That's their hang up, not ours, So we're going to be getting deep today, y'all. All right. It's going to be fantastic. So I will leave you with, from the Wellness and Life Advice document by Will and Jen, under the heading of 23 eye-opening philosophies that can transform your life. The advice for today is, no matter how lonely you feel, never reconnect with toxic people. And I think everything that I just talked about in this video is great explanation as to why. So there we go. So that will about do it for your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. I will say, don't quit before the miracle happens, my babies. Find ways to keep moving forward, because you are amazing. You're worth it. Let's join hands and do this together. I will also say, stay positive, stay motivated, stay focused on your amazing, huge, big dreams and goals, my friends. Okay. Thank you so much for watching our morning inspiration video for the day. And I will see you. Hey, you. God, you cute. I will see you in the morning inspiration video for tomorrow.